And the crown, do you see this shape? So a lot of people find the origin of this shape from tree branches. So they say before three kingdoms were established, there were shamans who can relate heaven to the earth. They usually wore tree branch headgears, and eventually when shamans or shamans family became the ruling class, like a royal family, they converted those tree branch headgears into the gold. So it's a thin gold panels, and then they are going to put this kind of little disc or round ornaments, so that when you move, they either make a sound or they reflect the light, so that it looks like really impressive. And these are the top decorative strings that falls. Again, like sort of a tree leaf shaped. So this is sort of a prototype, not so elaborate, but then you have something really impressive. You have like a 4, branches, not 3 or not 2. And then these small comma-shaped stone is called hope oak. Hope oak. It's like a carved jade stone. Many of them are decorating those here. And gold earrings. Gold earrings, they look simple, but if you see carefully, there are a lot of elaborate designs. This one makes a sound. Inside, you have like a little metal ball inside, so that when you walk, it will make like that chain kind of sound. Beautiful gold earrings. So from 5th century Shilla, a lot of gold earrings have a 3-part composition, and then mostly they were excavated from the funerary context. So it is not sure whether people actually wore them in real life, because we only see them a lot in how they call it, the funerary context. So it's already 11:30, so let me just go through this. The one last important chunk of art objects other than the gold earrings is ceramics. So I wanted to take time to read about gold metalwork techniques, because Kyungju, Shilla's capital, Kyungju, its old name is Kumsong. That literally means city of gold. The craftsmen of Shilla were extremely proficient in designing and executing these elaborate earrings. And some of the techniques, these like a little wires or the chains or these little dots over here, these are called granulation. Granule is like a fine metal balls, granule. And you call it, the technique itself as granulation. And they are coming from originally Greek and Etruscan goldsmiths of Southern Europe and West Asia. So these are techniques that Shilla craftsmen learned through the cultural exchange, and then they made it on their own, and they apply it on earrings, bracelets, and then rings, and then gold crowns, caps, belts, shoes, many other objects. Now, if you go to the vessels, again, we only excavate these vessels in funerary context, and most of them has this foot. You see the foot? Like a stems, like the foot. So we consider that these footed vessels were probably coming from the rituals or funerary context. They wanted to translate or adapt Chinese bronze vessels into clay. So they made vessels. And usually they found that the burial sites. The most representative type is where is the one here? This one is particularly related to Kaya, the Kaya Federation. Kaya never made a full kingdom where the royal family is here and then the rest of the population. They are called a federation, meaning it's a political organization of about 7 important families. So none of them claimed to be kings. So eventually Kaya was divided into 2. So some part were by Shilla, the other part was annexed by Baekje. But this is sort of a duck or bird-shaped vessel, usually for the drinking liquid. And then, but out of 3 countries, Goguryeo, Baekje, Shilla created most durable, meaning hard, durable ceramic vessels. It's called stoneware. They baked at a high temperature with very little liquid remaining, so that they are thin and, I say, durable and less breakable. So this is called the stoneware. And then sometimes you are going to see a little shiny part, not all, like a little part, like a little bit shiny. And that's because they start to experiment with ash glaze. They will create a glass coating on the surface. So hard gray stoneware is important technique of Shilla, and they were baked at a high temperature. That's important. So Shilla is the smallest country out of 3 kingdoms, if this is Korean peninsula. It's also farthest from China, but somehow technologically they maintained a high level of execution. Goldsmith, like the metal work, and also ceramic making. This one too, very hard, well made. So this one I have to explain. So this is most unusual shape of a vessel. So if they want to make an elaborate shape, they can make something like this. It's from the Kaya Federation. And if you X-rayed this vessel, it has a little container here and here, so that the liquid is installed. You can put the vessel here and then pour it from this sprout. Sorry, we have to do the pen part. So you put the water in, and then it can come out from here. These are reproductions by the museum shops, but originally it was excavated like this. Couple of them, not just one. And then we have one from the Kaya Federation, but we have one from the Shilla as well.